This is Valley News Live at 10.
We begin with breaking news tonight. There is a huge grain elevator fire near Edgeley, North Dakota in Lemoore County right now.
The call came in about 6:40 p.m. Some of our viewers sent in this video and lots of pictures. You can see just how bright the flames are burning. We were told loud explosions could be heard in the distance. There are businesses next to that elevator and houses on the other side of the railroad tracks. No word on what caused the fire or if anyone is hurt, but we do know Our Redeemer's Lutheran Church in Edgeley is open for anyone displaced by the fire.
Keep an eye out for the latest details on air and online at valleynewslive.com. As far as the weather goes, we got through the storm and now it's started to get cold, and it's only getting colder. First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joins us now with the details. Hutch.
Oh, Old Man Winter making some deposits at the good old snowbank. You're looking there in Home of Economy location in Grand Forks, some piles of snow there. Speaking of piles of snow, let's take a look at the ice that happened here in the Southern Valley. More rain than snow, and that's caused a lot of problems with power. Those trees, they're iced up. Check out this beauty right here. Chandra, thanks for sharing that artwork by Mother Nature. And your reports, well, we need them to know how much snow fell, like one from this fellow. Meet Hutch. That is right. His name is Hutch from Pingree, North Dakota. And with the smiling face and measuring snow at the ripe old age of, well, whatever ripe old age that young man is. I think 18 months is what Eric was telling me. Thanks so much for sharing your photos. Here's some measurements from your area. Walhalla, 10 plus inches of snow, 13.5 for Michigan, and for Cheyenne. Piesic with a 10-inch report there. Salal out in Roseau County, 10 inches as well. Fargo, 2.2 inches. A few more for you. 9 in Jesse and Griggs County. 5.5 in Valley City along Interstate 94. A little more in Stutzman County. You get to northern parts of Stutzman County, and it got even whiter still. Bemidji, 1 whole inch. Roseau County got hit pretty hard. Out in Bismarck, 1 to 2 feet of snow in that area. Record-setting snow in the capital city. Clear skies west means cold. Clouds kind of holding us from getting too chilly here in the valley, and points east. Teens to near 20 there already. 1 whole degree in Langdon. We're going to see some deep dives of temperatures overnight. I'll have hour-by-hour details on what you can expect coming up here in your full weather report coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
Yeah. And with our ever-changing weather, it's a good idea to keep that VNL weather app handy for forecasts right at your fingertips. You can download and use that for free. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store today.
Dakota Valley Electric Cooperative is reporting 670 households are still without power throughout 4 counties. According to Dakota Electric, the process will take several days, even up to a week to restore power. Tomorrow, we'll take you to one area, Milner, with one of the crews trying to get the lights back on. That's tomorrow at 6 right here on Valley News Live. People in parts of western North Dakota saw, like Hutch just said, more than 2 feet of snow in some areas.
While some people may choose to just wait that one out and stay inside, for ranchers, there is still work to be done. Michael Anthony explains.
As snow and cold temperatures move into the area, ranchers like Dylan and Whitney Klasna have to make sure their cows are properly fed. Dealing with drought conditions, snow came a little earlier than expected.
Wasn't planning on feeding this heavy quite yet, but we had a decent hay crop this year.
In McKenzie County, Titus Stenberg is tending to his herd who are out on pasture. The area saw their first snowfall of the year a few weeks ago, which already melted into the soil. That, combined with the current weather, may provide him with a head start going into spring.
So I think we're going to freeze wet here this fall and winter, which our dirt hasn't frozen wet for the last, I think, 3 falls probably. And so that's a nice change.
Both Klasna and Stenberg say the snow is dry in terms of moisture, meaning it won't do much to help drought conditions. Even so, this could be a welcome sign if moisture remains consistent this winter.
I think that getting moisture this early on in the winter sets us up well, hopefully gets us in that moisture cycle so we can continue throughout the rest of the winter.
Having snow cover helps insulate the ground for perennials and things that were planted in the fall. Most importantly, snow cover that melts in the spring is necessary to help refill water sources for cattle.
Switching gears now, today is Veterans Day, and folks all across the Red River Valley gathered to pay tribute to those who served our country.
In Moorhead, veterans were honored at the American Legion. The Red River Valley Veterans Concert Band performed, and that performance meant a great deal to the director.
It's very personal for me. I lost my brother a couple of years ago to Agent Orange, which he picked up in Vietnam. And so anything that I can do, very deep appreciation for everything that they do and have done in serving our country.
On this Veterans Day, a new program aimed at better serving those who have served our country is in its second month at the Cass County Jail.
It started after authorities found a large amount of inmates weren't self-reporting to them their veteran status, meaning they weren't getting connected to the many mental health resources and the other benefits that are available to them.
At one point in these guys' lives, they signed a check to the country with their life being the ultimate price. And just because they're in jail now, that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be able to get those services or get back on track.
Peterson says with the new program, jail staff submit the county's inmate roster to the VA, and they find out on the list if a veteran is there and connects them with the proper resources. Peterson says about 5% of the jail's population has served in the military.
The Fargo VFW also hosted an event today, which included a flag raising, music by the West Fargo High School Band, as well as a veterans concert band and speeches by vets. Organizers say they hope that event might inspire the next generation of service members. Veterans dating as far back as World War II and their families were honored in Fargo this afternoon at the Bethany locations on 42nd and on University. Valley News Live's anchor Mike Morkin spoke at both those events.
You were nominated and won a brand new Toro snowblower.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much for your service.
As you just saw today, one vet was honored with a free snowblower.
So cool. It came as a total surprise to him. Valley News Team's Aaron Walling brings us the story.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for your service.
This was Ted Sond after strangers showed up at his door with a new snowblower.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, this is really neat.
I can't believe this.
The timing was perfect, since people all across the area are cleaning up today after the winter storm. Sott served in Vietnam in the 70s. He was nominated for the snowblower by a friend, one of more than 50 nominations. Sponsors say, given the recognition, feels just as good as receiving it.
Whatever it is that we're giving away, it's a snowblower, a hat, a sweatshirt, it feels good because they're not used to getting a lot of recognition, and it feels really good.
Kind of one of those times that gives you shivers and kind of gives you goosebumps to know that you're able to help someone.
Sott says the recognition means a lot to him.
Happy Veterans Day. Comes from the heart from another veteran.
In Fargo, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.
Sponsors have been doing that snowblower giveaway for several years.